We'd better buckle up for this one. One team already ranked in the top 25, the other sitting just on the cusp and trying to prove a point in this one. Welcome to Huntington Bank Stadium, home to the Minnesota Golden Gophers. As we'll see, the winners of 3 straight, the Wake Forest Demon Deacons. And the Golden Gophers will kick it away to start. No chance to return that one. A booming kickoff out in the back of the end zone. It's a touchback. So the Wake Demon Deacons offense will take the field first. This is a big-time quarterback that we're going to be seeing today, but getting the job done against a defense like this, what words of wisdom do you have for him, Jesse?
Well, I think you've got to prepare like you've never prepared before, and that's one thing he told us. He spent extra time in the film room. He spent extra time on the field after practice all week because I think he understands the challenge that lies ahead of him. He knows this is easily the best defense that they faced this year, so we're going to put his skills to the test in this one.
They're going to make it hard, right? There's not going to be any layups. Like most of the time, you know, he's had his way. He's feasted on so many defenses. They're going to make you earn it. They're going to make you go the length of the field. They're going to see if you can be patient. They're going to see how you respond to adversity. So some challenges coming his way for sure.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO, and they were going to see some quick game. A nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Here comes the heat. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28. The Demon Deacons will bring the punt team onto the field. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. Here's the return. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. So Minnesota's offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. And this running game might have a huge advantage when they get to the second level of this defense, David.
Well, and this is a big challenge. Like, you're overmatched. You understand that this guy is a top-shelf player, and I'll be honest, this defense has kind of struggled a little bit this season, but this individual matchup, you got to get him on the ground. You got to find a way to corral him, slow him down. He can't be the game wrecker. If that's the case, it's going to be too easy for this offense.
And if you're on offense, you got to be thinking, let's dominate in the trenches and let's get our star running back into the second level against this linebacker. We've got an athletic advantage at that position. So if we can free him up into the second level of this defense, make him make guys miss, those are going to be explosive plays for the offense.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Bringing the heat. Nothing to do with the football, and he just throws it away. It'll be 3rd down. And now let's see if the offense can bail itself out after the 2nd down misfire. Might be calling a hot route. Back to pass. It's Lindsey. Fires to the wideout. Another incompletion on 3rd down. The Golden Gophers line up to punt it away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. Gets his first one of the day away, and that matches his total from that victory last week. Wake Forest has it back, and here comes the offense. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. That internal clock just didn't move fast enough, and they get him for a safety. And they'll set up for the free kick from their own 20.
And that's exactly what you call complementary football. The punter doing a great job downing the opponent inside their own 5-yard line. Then the defense takes the field, and they get the safety. You've got to love that if you're the head coach.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Grabbed behind the line. It's Johnson. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. And the Golden Gophers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Looking to fire. Oh, they're after him. And the quarterback caught up 2 and sacked at the 12.
Well, the offense just set themselves up in a bad situation on this one. 2nd and 3rd and long, there's not a lot of guesswork. Defense knows they're throwing the football, and you could tell in that pass rush, man, they were coming.
Fires to the middle. And good use of the hands from the defense to deflect the pass on 3rd down. The Golden Gophers will call on their punt team. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. And they'll let that one go, and it'll roll out of bounds. Wake Forest has it back, and here comes the Deacon offense. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3 and out the last time they had the ball. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they built the lead.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Throws for the tight end. And the big deflection on 3rd down forces a 4th down. And the Demon Deacons send out the punt unit. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O's. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. And he broke 1 tackle on the way to a solid pickup there.
I like the quarterback making the decision quickly. I'm going to give it. I'm not going to throw the football off the RPO and just let my back get some positive yards. You're getting 5+ yards. That is a great job by the offense. Continue to stick with that.
They'll give it to the back. Got room to work. Oh, he's got some space. What a run. Gets it inside the 40 and out of bounds at the 36.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
And he's brought down after a nice game. Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one.
And this offense is just so dynamic because they've got playmakers at all the skill positions, right? We just saw a big play in the running game. Now we see one in the passing game. There's not one dude that you can key on here if you're on defense to try and slow them down.
It's incomplete, and trust me, you will not see that very often from this guy at 2nd down.
You're not going to see that happen too often. The quarterback, man, he was licking his chops. He saw a big space in the middle of the field. He had his best receiver there ready to make a play, and he dropped it.
Dropping back, it's Lindsey. Snagged in the middle, it's Walsh. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. That's going to do it for the quarter, and Minnesota has the lead here. We played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. Chance to talk over this 3rd down play to open the period. They'll try to run for it. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense. First and goal from the 7.
Well, this offense is sending a little bit of a message here. Of course, we know how much they've struggled on third down all season long. They're just never able to seem to get into a rhythm. But after that last running play, moving the sticks, you just wonder what that does for their confidence.
And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
And you try to catch him off balance, maybe on first down and goal right here, a situation where maybe you sneak in a pass. Defense was ready, got the sack. Now you got to be a little bit more creative now that you got the negative play. The offense, I know you've worked this all week. You got to get ready to execute in the red zone.
Pocket breaking down. Got it in the middle with Sanders. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
Well, a short completion setting up third down now. Who is your best playmaker that you can target in this area of the field?
It's third and goal and third and long. Quarterback making checks. Third and goal, and they'll try to pass it in. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line. It's fourth down, and they'll try the field goal. He slides that just inside the right upright. The lead now 5 here in the second. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Louisiana delivered the knockout blow early in this one, en route to the type of win that can turn some heads there in the Sun Belt. Trust me when I say the party is on in Lafayette.
The screen, and watch out.
Guys, I look at the preseason coaches poll and compare it to where the Sun Belt is right now, and man, what a difference.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Second down, they'll go to the air. Got it behind the line. It's Allen. Turning it on. Oh, it's a fumble. Oh, the offense lucky to fall on that loose football. And wait just a second, the official's going to take a second look at this one. So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. They'll snap it from the 26 on first down. The give to the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Man, not much wiggle room for the ball carrier there.
Not really sure what they can do to try to create some space.
I know. Block them. How about the offensive lineman push some guy backwards and make some holes?
To the air on second down. Throws to the wideout. Caught over the middle. It's Vick. Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down at the 42.
I know this isn't the start the offense wanted. They don't have any points so far in this game, but sometimes it just takes one explosive play to turn things around. And after that beautiful completion deep for the offense, that
right down the boulevard. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Wake Forest. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. Had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
From the gun to give, looking for room. Running hard and getting 6 yards out to the 26. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Golden Gophers come to the line on third and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Wants to throw. It's Lindsey. And they can't complete the bullet pass on third down. The punt team makes its way onto the field.
Third and short like that on your own side of the field, you're just looking for a quick hitter. You're trying to get the ball out of your hand quickly, but the timing completely off there for the offense, and the ball falls incomplete.
The Wake Forest offense returns to the field. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. Finds his man. It's Hardy. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Hardy.
Pass on first down. Caught by the receiver. Brought down.
The Demon Deacons with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. And he'll have to check his fillings after that lick, but he did get the first down. The new popular phrase for a favored team not really coming out of the gates quickly is that they're playing with their food. There are a lot of peas being pushed around the plate right now, guys. Breaks into the open. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Got his man downfield. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline.
This offense is clicking, everything working together really well. Coordinator, quarterback, offensive line, good rhythm, good flow. Defense is going to have to find something to kind of mess up this timing they got going on.
Wants to throw on first down. A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, Wake Forest. The offense cashing it in on that drive.
And they trust their QB to execute like they have the whole first half, and he delivers, and they build on this lead and build their momentum going into halftime.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be conservative. We're a little bit down. Listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here. We're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the first half, try and generate some momentum, score some points before going into halftime.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. That's quite a start to a drive, and now they'll snap it from midfield. Quarterback making adjustments. Dropping back, it's Lindsey. Using the quick game. Gets it to the 37. Clock stops to move the chains. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock.
You got to give the O-line a lot of credit there because it gave the receiver time to work all the way across the field on the drag route against zone coverage. Quarterback gets it to him. He's able to turn it up and get a first down.
Looking downfield on first down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Coleman. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. Looking to throw on first down. Through his hands and incomplete. He normally makes that catch every time. It's second down.
And that's one the offense just needs to be able to hit, right? That's a completion they should be able to hit in their sleep. Receivers got to do a better job.
Back to throw, time running short in the half. This time it's complete. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Now from inside the red zone. Touchdown, Golden Gophers! Made the grab in the end zone for the score.
Well, the head coach has to love what he saw from his offense here at the very end of the first half, when you got to have it. Execution has got to be great in these two-minute type situations. Really nice job handling the situation by the quarterback, making sure all 10 other guys on offense are on the same page. And they're still losing the football game, but that's a touchdown they absolutely needed to have here at the end of the first half.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. As the clock runs out here in the second quarter, this offense happy with the lead it has built, and they'll go to halftime. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. They're lined up and ready to kick off this second half. Here's the return from inside his 10. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. Back to throw, it's Lindsey. Trying to set up the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass, as it just never developed.
And so many things have to come together perfectly for a screen to work for big yardage. And they were close. You could tell that almost busted, but they just got wrapped up, got a little bit of yardage, but they really wanted that one to be a big gainer.
Pressure coming. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him and influence this passing game.
Snap from the gun on third down. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. The Golden Gophers will punt it away on fourth down. Fourth time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he stopped. Wake Forest has it back, and here comes the offense. Running behind that left side. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Lost 5 on that first play, and now it's 2nd and 15. From the gun, give on the inside. Finds enough room to get 3 out to the 34.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. And the Demon Deacons will punt this one away. Makes the catch, and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. Really explosive when he gets his hands on the ball, and he found a couple of crevices and made a nice game before being run out of bounds. The give is to Taylor. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. To the air, it's Lindsey. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hip.
Well, you can see the frustration on this guy's face. He's one of the best receivers in college football, and they knew coming into this game that he had to get touches, but you can't say enough about how good this defense has been defending him. They've always had an answer, whether it's single coverage, double coverage, man or zone. They have not let him go off, and that's a big reason why they're winning this game.
The short hands, it's Taylor. And the completion gives him a fresh set of downs and keeps this drive moving.
This running back is a weapon. Not only is he going to hurt you in the run game, but they're going to throw it to him, and they're going to throw it to him on first down, second down, and third down, as you saw right there.
And the Golden Gophers with the 1st and 10. The give to the tailback. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
There's just so much for this defense to think about right now. They've had strong side runs thrown at them. Now the counter. They know that this offense can work in the play action off of all these base runs too. So much offensive volume this defense needs to worry about at this point in the game.
Connection to the right. And that's where they'll mark him, but a chunk away and they pick up a first down.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
To the air on first down. A shot for the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota! And with that one, they jump on top here in the second half.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was, we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
Wake Forest has it back, and here comes the Deacon offense. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time tight game, hoping to get something on the board. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. And that'll be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter on first down, but second down's coming up. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Gonna swing it on second down. That's reeled in. It's Mays. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
You know, the defense, they just haven't been able to find an answer for this guy throughout the course of the game. Obviously, he's got 2 touchdowns, picks up the first down there. They've tried doubling him. They've tried man coverage, zone coverage. Nothing working on defense. They can't stop him.
Caught in the backfield, it's Mays. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room. You can work your way down the field with these wide receiver screens, but also look for the opportunity to turn them into chunk plays later.
No doubt, you throw it quickly. You get it to him now. DB comes up, has to make a tackle. Now you fake it maybe a little bit later on. So these plays, they're not huge plays all the time, but they can set up big plays down the road for your offense.
Well, this defense is going to have their hands full trying to defend the pass with all of these weapons they've got on the perimeter of the field. That is a great job bringing a dangerous target down right away after he catches the slant.
Here's the pressure. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover.
Those are hard for offensive linemen when they get beat. You're going, no, look out for your blind side, watch out. But that great job rushing the quarterback, getting him on the ground, and getting the football out, a little extra bonus. Nice job by the defense getting nasty.
He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down.
And a great job by the offensive line. If you're going to run the ball right up the middle, you better control the line of scrimmage. You can see the center, the guard, the tackles doing a good job getting on their guys just enough where this running back can get into space and make the big gain.
Throwing right. Got him downfield. And that's where they'll mark him, but a very productive play, and they'll move the chains. Here comes the fourth. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. They go back to work with the first down in the final period of this one. Power football with the run. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
They've got a lead here in the fourth quarter, and there's certainly still plenty of football to go, but this is where you'd love to control the flow of the game, right? You want to dictate everything to the defense, and you do that by running the football. That was a really nice run. This offensive line is firing off late. Looks like they're getting stronger as the game goes on, and that is a good sign for the offense.
An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time.
Delay of game. Offense.
That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock.
Okay, ready?
They'll line up for a second down play.
Fire! Travel!
Motion from the wideout. Give to the running back. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Golden Gophers! They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3.
I like the aggressive play calling by the offensive coordinator on that drive as well. There are a lot of coaches that would have played it very conservative, very close to the vest, run the ball, and punt it away, count on your defense. Not this guy. He was going to take some shots, count on his own guys to get it done, and now with that touchdown late, they've got a 2-possession lead.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Wake Forest offense returns to the field. After that last drive, he came back to the sideline, and the coach probably said, "You dropped it? You didn't pick it up? Come on, get on the ball, Dave."
No, that's not what he said. He said, "You're doing a great job. Just keep your head up." Yeah, he got blasted. You got to hold on to the football, Palmer. Turnovers decide games. Those are big plays.
It's tough on him, too, because he knows he let his offense down on that last drive. So you know that guy's eager and anxious to come out here and make a play.
The Demon Deacons in a good spot here with second and short. Looking to fire. Unloads to the wideout. He makes a catch. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47.
And these are these moments, man, when you're trailing by a couple possessions, you've got to put it together. Your quarterback has to come through. I mean, it's not a surprise. It's going to be passes. He's got to be smart. He's got to be quick with his decision-making, and they kind of got to be up near the line of scrimmage and be in a little bit of a hurry.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Back to pass. Complete with conviction on the crosser. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down.
Well, down 2 possessions. Good news is you get the completion. Bad news, though, did not get out of bounds. You know right now, saving the clock. That is at a premium for this offense.
Wants to go up top on first down. Fires to the tight end. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
You just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead. It's late, and they're going to try to tackle everybody inbounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this and be smart. You got to attack the sidelines. You got to throw first downs. You got to keep this thing moving vertically down the field.
And the Demon Deacons moving quickly to the line. They'll try to get the first through the air. Grabbed in the middle. It's Hardy. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line.
And this offense is going to have to be aggressive, right? Down a couple possessions, got to continue to get these first downs, move quick, don't be in a hurry, but they've got to keep the accelerator down because they need some explosive plays.
The Demon Deacons can really attack on this second and short. Wants to go up top. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. And the defense jumps on it. They get that turnover.
And the offense goes 5 wides and spreads the field. The problem is that spreads you thin, and you only got 5 guys in protection, and they don't do a good enough job up front. The defense gets home, forces the fumble. Big play for this defense.
The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. He'll do it himself.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off, when to pitch it, and try to keep this defense on their heels and read his keys. He's got a lot of talent. Just got to make sure he's making the right decisions moving forward.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Catch in the middle, it's Coleman. That's some old-school, hard-nosed, tough running as he powers his way to the 30. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. The Golden Gophers are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Muscling ahead on 3rd and short. That defensive front just flat whipped them as they knock him down for a big loss. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Heels to punt and try to pick up some yards. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. Wake Forest has it back, and here comes the offense. This one feels as if it's starting to get away from them a little bit, Jesse.
Yeah, Reese, there's a lot of teams in college football at this point that would just quit. So, David, we're going to find out a lot about this team right here.
Yeah, just running out of opportunities. When you give opportunities away like this, you're trailing. Every possession is going to be important from here on in.
Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down.
I don't know if that was a bust defensively, but there was nobody in the middle of the field that time, making it way too easy for the offense to pick up a chunk play in the middle.
They make the stop, but he knew exactly how much he needed and where he needed to get for that first down. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. Second down, clock's running. Looking to fire. Here's a throw downfield late. Snatches it on the right. He's brought down, but this freshman is not afraid to take a shot. From the red zone, looking for a space. Catch in the middle, it's Harding. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. They'll go to work in the air on second down. This is caught for the late touchdown, so let's not put this one to bed just yet.
Yeah, and that's step one. Great job by this offense of getting in the end zone. Now you got to go get the stop. You got to get the football back. You got to find a way to do something to create a turnover, get an onside, to get the football back, to get back in this football game.
That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. Guys, you want to be productive here and not go into a shell, but you've got to take care of the ball.
Yeah, and I think you say productive. Productive at this point in the game is running the clock and getting first down. So, Jesse, I can expect this defense to be aggressive, way up near the line of scrimmage, bringing a bunch of bodies, trying to stop the run.
And that's why it puts a lot of pressure on an offense, David, because you know if you do try to throw the football, it's probably man coverage. You're probably getting blitz that's going to be into a small window. It is not easy to execute in this situation of the game.
And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made.
Well, there's not a lot of mystery what you're going to do on offense at this point of the game. With the lead late, you're just going to lean on your star running back. This is a guy who is going to play on Sundays at the next level. Just keep giving him the football and just let him take this thing over.
To the ground to try to move the chains. He'll come through on third downs. He's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23.
That has got to feel good if you're this offense picking up that first down by running it, because we know the struggles they've had this season, particularly on third down. So to come out here, run the ball, keep the drive alive, let's see if they can generate a little bit of momentum.
With the win today, they're now bowl eligible, and that's certainly worth celebrating, at least to some degree, wouldn't you say, guys?
Yeah, listen, at the start of the year...